to grab that. So
Yeah.
don't reveal too much about their core lineup here. Instead, go for position 4, and then counter out whatever it is. DogChamp grab is their 3 and 4 picks.
Unless they
As
feel
far as
really confident picking Alones here right now. But you probably want to wait until you see the next couple picks here out of DogChamp before go ahead and just snapping that mid laner. So I think you're right.
Mhm.
The 4 position, we'll probably see the 3-4 combo for DogChamp as well.
Mhm. Yeah,
Enchantress.
and I go for support, or at least I hope so. Anyways, they did end up banning the Templar Assassin, like I was saying. I think that one went, yeah, I think that one spooked them a little bit.
It's just Parker
After
farms way
seeing,
too fast on it, ended up doing a lot of work. I mean, that being
yeah,
said, his Tiny is still in the pool. If he does want to take the Tiny safe lane,
no, I mean, there's a pretty big chance of that happening, just due to the fact that, like we mentioned, Timbersaw banned out, so Strength Hero is very likely here as far as what comes out next. But you need to grab the 3 and 4 pick right now on DogChamp. Even though you're playing against Enchantress, I do think that. Oh, sorry, yeah, they need to pick up probably their 1 and their,
Yaren's
sorry,
Coddle
2
is
and their
still in.
3.
If he wants to go for like Coddle with like an offlane combo. The
Yeah,
question is, what
I
could you
mean,
pair it with, you know?
you could you could even save whatever is your off money is for your last pick, and at this point, just lock in Keeper of the Light and Ember Spirit.
Yeah, that's another option for sure. It really
It
just
is
comes down to
solid
what
against
Speed
those
wants to play
heroes.
though as well.
Yep. He's been playing a lot of TA apparently in his pubs. I tuned into Lukey's stream at the end of, no, I tuned into Double A stream at the end of the night the other night, and he was just saying, "Oh yeah, he's picking up like Medusa, Death Prophet, and TA on speed." He said
Very
that's how he got his
respectable.
10K. Yeah, man was just losing to speed though on a TA, so it's possible that he's just a little bit salty about losing his game. We still love you, Double A.
I will never forgive you for giving Neff a free win on Dota Jeopardy though.
We get it. You can't do math, Ricky. You don't need to remind everybody. All right, I actually take the Ogre Magic here. I mean, pair solidly with the Medusa. Fair enough. Dude, are they gonna run all right? They've got 1 second of reserve time left. I thought they would run out. A Tidehunter actually isn't very good here against any of these heroes. I mean, it's acceptable against them.
It's just they needed something that has team fight that could sit in front of the Medusa, right? We saw that exact issue earlier with the Mystery Machines draft where they picked like these heroes that can't do anything. And there's the Tiny. So this is exactly what we expected.
Mhm.
But I think overall this is still pretty good for Infamous. Like Tiny doesn't really struggle into the Tidehunter lane at all. You always have to be careful if you're tied here of just getting like tossed back into the tower, and with double melee, it's very easy to do.
Yeah, it is. Uh, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have your work cut out for you. Making sure these lanes are always pushing to Tidehunter's tower. You don't get too close to the enemy tier 1. Otherwise, Tiny is going to punish you pretty heavily. I was thinking that Tiny would have been like decent against Wraith King and that kind of shit, but it doesn't feel great against a Tiny. He just got like too much HP pool, and uh, it does have the ability to burst you down, build a Silver Edge naturally. There's a lot of reasons that make the Tiny fairly good against the Tidehunter. So I'll see if it was worth it picking this one up here. Again, I would have really liked to see a Keeper of the Light Ember Spirit come out on DogChamp, but then I guess you don't have any disables, right?
Yeah. Whoa,
No
wait a minute. They
hard lock
banned
there for the others.
Phoenix.
That is quite surprising. I mean, that means they assume that it's going to be Pugna in the mid lane, right?
I think so because my guess is they're anticipating this to be like 5 ogre.
Why would they ban out Phoenix? What are they afraid of a Phoenix here?
I mean, Phoenix is really annoying to Tiny. Like he's not a good
Mhm.
egg hitter at all. They don't have anyone that can hit egg on the side of Infamous.
I guess it's just been so long since we've seen Pugna played in the mid lane, and we kind of forget that it is sometimes played there.
I mean, it might be based on the bans here. Invoker and Puck, really rough heroes for Pugna to play into.
Yeah, I don't really have any heroes that are great at jumping on top of the puck either. It's kind of what is
I mean,
necessary, like pre Blink Dagger, anyways.
this draft's actually pretty smart because they have the option to go for like Ember or Void here, or it could still be the Pugna in the mid lane.
Mhm. Mm, yeah, I don't know, man. 55 seconds. They have plenty of reserve time to decide what it is they want to get rid of as their last ban. But again, I'm pretty sure you just ban out a mid that you're afraid of playing against. I would
Snapfire bans?
probably get no.
Snapfire'd
I
be
get rid
pretty
of
good.
why?
No one that can get on top of Snapfire for Mortimer Kisses, and Snap Tide is a ridiculously strong lane. It makes the lane actually really hard for Tiny.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It feels a little bit underwhelming. I
The
get rid of
Lena
the Lena
ban.
instead. So
Okay.
whatever it is they plan on picking up, it doesn't jump the back line.
Yarn's Coddle.
And they go
There it
for the Keeper
is.
of the Light left. I mean, this is so surprising they didn't just go for the Ember if they planned on taking this Keeper of the Light anyways.
The idea is that they already are running the Pugna mid. You know, the flex pick of the Pugna, right? That's the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
And
Right.
Coddle Pugna is pretty gross. I don't know if you know that. You instantly double Nether Blast the tower. It is very, very scary. So they have a lot of objective taking potential on the side of DogChamp with that. If he doesn't get like run over in the mid lane. And the question is, what is it that they can pick to deal with the Pugna? Ember Spirit traditionally has been pretty good, but I think they'll go with Void Spirit or something. Okay, Ember. I think Void Spirit would have been better personally with like the Aghanim Scepter upgrade eventually, but
Yeah, I agree. We'll see how this one does. Alone, obviously, pretty confident on this one if he's going to pick it up. Again, surprised that they did not just pick it up on themselves inside of DogChamp. And yeah, I guess I would playing play just support at that point. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. I would probably say at this point I prefer the draft on the side of Infamous. Sure, their supports don't really have any disables by themselves, but Enchantress just been popping off lately. And I'm not crazy about this Pugna mid. Last time I saw it, it did not go so hot. So I'm gonna go with Infamous, my favorite for game number 2 here.
okay. Yeah, I think Tiny should have a pretty good lane. I don't think he's going to struggle all that much. Dragon Knight does not win against the Medusa pick in terms of his lane. So I don't know. Unless Luki and Yarn can do something really good here in this off lane, I kind of agree with you. I think Infamous just have a much easier to play draft here.
Mhm.
I mean, Shadow
We'll
Demon,
see.
if he ends up getting they can just play till late game and just get an Ags on Shadow Demon, and then Medusa has no game. Because who's their damage in this team once Shadow Demon has Ags
On which team?
on DogChamp? Who on
DogChamp?
DogChamp can do damage once they have an Ags on Shadow Demon?
I mean, Pugna kind of against this lineup, but it is mostly just the Medusa. I think we're gonna see that late game scenario where you do just end up countered, or kind of correct.
I mean, it'll be a while before Shadow Demon would ever get to that stage, but he could recognize it early and just be like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna rush Ags. Like, who cares?
Yeah. All right. Game number 2 on the way. I'm excited to see what Alone pulls off this game, and it's always a treat to watch. Yard's going to be just barreling down the mid lane. They don't pop a smoke on either team to get extra speed to drop that Observer ward. Which, again, there's a pretty good chance that one team scouts the other one out based on that. But place it on their side of the river over there. It does not get scouted by either side. And pause comes out. Very cool. Lukey this time.
Is it cool?
I don't believe that it's legs. No, it's not. I don't believe for a second that it's legs. I'm certain that it's something else. All right, starting enemies on Medusa, same thing that we usually see. Magic wand into 3 branches, just going full stats. Then I imagine it'll ferry out a little bit of regen afterwards.
Yeah, I mean that's just like the way to play this hero, right? Like there's just no reason to do anything else.
Yeah, unless you feel like you're not able to fight any of the runes, then you get owned at the beginning of the game and then zoned out. That part would kind of suck, but the amount of what the hell are they drawing? All right, it's fine.
What? I didn't even see.
Anyway.
I was rubbing my eyes. What was it?
It was like a backward. I don't think it was anything really. 4 U 3.
Interesting.
I have no idea what that means.
Drawing on the mini map, guys, got to be careful. Parker X
And so do I.
Somebody.
Gemma? Heart?
Man, this is just
I don't
classic
know.
SA player gameplay. They have hearts in their names and they shout out to their girlfriends or whatever. I'm sure that was just the case here for hitting
Must be
this
nice.
game.
Unbelievable.
I have absolutely no idea what they're writing. I'm sure that they're making fun of him or something like that after that. I'm just going to ignore it. It's Alone doing it, so that's probably the case. We'll see when we get Lukey back in this game. Who do you think's going to win this mid matchup?
Ember versus Pugna. On paper, I'd want to say Ember, but I'm pretty sure Pugna can just like drop a ward on his high ground, and then there's just nothing you can do about it.
I mean, the only issue with that is the ward only has like a 50% uptime, and it doesn't reduce your mana regen anymore. So the only thing it would really do is reduce your spell damage, so it's not amazing to drop this thing. I think it's better for him to just go Nether Blast at level 1 or Decrepify.
Yeah, you definitely go Decrep 1. It's just like the issue is like Alone has to get to like level 6 to have any kill threat on the Pugna, but I don't think you push the wave fast enough on Ember to like deal with Pugna. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I think Alone will win, but I don't know if it's just like because I don't know if it's actually like an Ember favored matchup.
30 seconds and counting.
I don't think Alone will win. Speed's got this one. Obviously, you haven't watched any Gamely videos.
That is true. Have you?
No.
I was hoping you were gonna say yes, and I was gonna be like, that's why you're not immortal, huh?
It's rough out here.
I was really hoping you were gonna set me up for that one, but oh well.
I just wanted to rub that you hitting immortal in again, didn't you?
I gotta get one in at least. I gotta have something going for me, man. You got the looks, you got the talent. What do I have? I'm okay at video games. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of video games, dude, Blood Hunt is great. You should play it. Check it out.
Never heard of it.
It's a new battle royale. It's fun. Okay, so for the record, it's Yar in mid lane.
All right. So they ended up pulling the old switcheroo on them. I don't see why.
I mean, have you seen Yaren's Coddle?
All right. They just decided that he'd be better mid than speed for some reason. His Coddle is pretty insane. I'll give you that. But this is wild. Yeah, he has the sentry wards. He's starting with the extra regen. You're correct. It is Yaren mid. Why didn't we discuss this during the pause? You started with the null tiles, but this was just Yaren being Yaren. He's stomping over here in the mid lane as well.
He's doing all right. He got 2 creeps denied on the first wave. He's struggling. But, I mean, yeah, Ember versus Coddle. Can you survive? Yeah, the Illuminate damage is more than the Flame Guard, so you can now at least dodge it with a Sleight of Fist, but...
Yeah. I'm going for a cheeky auto attack every so often. I'm gonna blast the wave here. Go!
Bottom lane, they do manage to get themselves a courier. Did he gush the courier? Can you do that?
No.
Interesting.
You cannot.
It really looked like he did for some reason, but I am old and blind, so it's hard to say.
It does not appear spell immunity. Absolutely not. If you'd like, I could pull up the combat log real quick.
I might have just been 2 auto attacks from the Pugna, which would make much more sense. Lukey is just dead. Oh. Okay, yeah, he's dead. I was like, okay, he's out. Affliction didn't, he like barely didn't get the kill there. I think he got a low damage roll is what happened. He got the like 20% damage block or whatever. Or the 20 damage block is what happened, plus tower. But
yeah, I wasn't watching.
First blood goes away, Parker.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch the courier, by the way, but he definitely got to the Enchantress.
Yeah, I know it died to the Enchantress. I just wasn't sure if he like took 2 auto attacks from the Pugna or not. Oh, bottom lane, Parker. Another blast? No, he's fine. Okay, so lane's pretty good for Infamous here to start it out. Obviously grabbing the first blood bottom there on Parker's Tiny. This is one of the things that we talked about, how like if this Tiny isn't shut down, you're gonna be in a pretty rough spot. But looks like, you know, they are applying a lot of harassment here nonetheless.
Yeah. Affliction is really struggling out here. Hopefully he's got a lot of regen on this courier coming out to him right now. Yeah, he does. Salve, 2 Tango.
Ooh, that's a
30.
speed. Oh, he just doesn't go for the courier there on Parker. Interesting.
Mhm.
He like saw Parker's courier and like could have just killed it. Had like the boots and glove of haste on it. But the gush from Tidehunter is one of those things that is really good at dealing with Tiny in the lane stage. Dude, did he get it again? Affliction's dead.
Absolutely got it again.
And Parker, he's in a really bad spot. Pugna can probably just chase him down here. Okay, he's not gonna risk it. They're just gonna farm. They have a big wave here. They're gonna hold it back.
Nice. See what he did? He clicked Parker. He saw that he did a magic stick with 9 charges and a fairy fire. And he thought, fuck that. That guy's got a lot of regen. I ain't going for that, man. Deceptively low HP.
Coddle mid lane. He's trying to get the second Shadow Poison. It's not going to be there, though. He will survive. B9's going to drop a salve on over to the old man.
And hopefully the old man will be able to stack this one out. Oh, is he? Oh my god, he's so good. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He's not a genius. I thought he was going to clear it out at the same time the 4-minute mark hit and hit him with both. That would have been the next level play. But he doesn't actually need these water runes. Like, it would be nice to get a little bit of extra HP regen, and he moves very quick over to them. But, you know, he doesn't have a bottle, so it's not a super big deal.
Dude, Alone is doing really well, though. He's 26 and 6, and on some of the Coddle, CS is on the small camp. So, like, Alone's doing very well.
It's about even. Yep. It is about even right now on CS. I think he spent a little bit more money on regen in the Ember Spirit. But outside of that, Yaren's doing just fine.
Oh, Speed in some trouble. Avalanche, toss. I think they got the damage. They do indeed. And Speed will go down. Affliction. Too dang fast. Unable to get on top of him as the Tidehunter. Speaking of which, what does he have coming out on Courier? Okay, this is going to be boots. I was going to say, Lukey needs another item here.
And those items are shoes.
Oscar top lane, taking a lot of harassment, but he should live. Yeah, he will.
Yeah. Snake doesn't bounce over him, I don't believe. Yeah. He's just fine. Mid lane, first item that Yaren's going for is these boots of travels. He's about to get his level 6, by the way. Just hits it now. Allow him to move around even quicker. And this hero is ridiculous how quick it moves. Speed?
I thought you were talking about, like, move speed, and I was very confused. I was like, yeah, he is fast.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. I know that.
Duh. He's on a horse. It's not fair.
Observer Ward placed to scout any potential rotation into his jungle while he's about to stack these camps here.
Uh-oh. Lukey got baited by the Enchantress. Sparker walks up, gives himself another kill. He is 4-0 on this safe lane Tiny.
Very cool.
Top net worth as well. That's about as good as it gets. This is literally the best possible scenario for your Tiny this game. 6-minute rune comes out. It is going to be an illusion bottom, and Alone will use that to go right back to the Keeper of the Light. Yaren able to push them back for the moment, heal himself up. He's going to be just fine.
Not going to be able to clutch that one now. Even though he's got 2 points of Shadow Poison. If you got like a bunch of stacks, the Ember might have decided to keep going for him there. But instead, speaking of stacks, he's going to clear out Coddles.
That's pretty good.
Who softened him up for him with a couple of those blasts earlier.
Yeah, B9 will know about the ward, obviously, with that one.
Yeah. He cleans that one up. Alone's probably got to walk out of here. An annoying amount of damage on the Ogre Magi. Alright. Is top lane worth talking about yet, or are we just continue ignoring that?
No, I like anytime I see Medusa versus Dragon Knight, the lane is so boring. Like, Dragon Knight just goes 2-1-2, gets raindrops, can never die, and then Medusa just sits back and farms as well. This lane is always so boring. Like, nothing happens.
We're looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Pick more interesting heroes, guys. Please.
It's like that the matchup we saw yesterday. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago, maybe?
Dragon Knight versus Timber.
Yeah, Dragon Knight versus Timber, and then Timber versus Tide. And we're like, all right, this is a very exciting game.
Good stuff. Good stuff, that one.
Tidehunter does have 3 points in the Anchor Smash, so 50% damage reduction against the Tiny is not insignificant. Yeah. And he is going for the first item, Moonshard. Rotation in from Yaren, bottom lane. Lukey gonna die in the process, but he sets up a kill there for his Keeper of the Light. Gets his first earn charges, which is very important.
Yeah, you end up losing
Oh, Stonebank's just getting ran at in the jungle here.
Yeah, he's got 10 stick charges, so he's more fine than he looks. Between like the HP and the mana shield it provides you, you're reasonably tanky here. Now, I'm gonna talk to you about the frustrating thing. The Moon Shard first item queued up on the Tiny.
What's the frustrating thing?
The fact that he's going for this.
I don't understand.
Now you can build yourself an Echo Saber and have kill potential and mana regen and sustain, or you get yourself an Aghanim Shard and be able to find yourself a bunch of farm in the most efficient way, or you can go for a Moon Shard.
You really hate the Moon Shard build, dude.
I do.
Oh my god, I love it. It's definitely the best build. It is. It really is the best build. It is unbelievable how strong it is. Shout out to Summers for from the Chinese DPC Division 2 innovating this build. Some people thought it was a Division 1 carry. It absolutely wasn't. Bottom lane though, Lukey with the Ravage. They have the damage to take down Parker. He's tanky. We'll get the Avalanche, the toss out. Another Illuminate coming in a moment. The rotation in from Alone, doing work. Parker is going to get out, and Yaren will tick out instead. So Alone's going to look for more here. Avalanche, not even needed. He just chases him down with the Remnant.
Finds himself 3 kills right there. That was pretty good.
Yeah, no one dies either.
Oh my god, he's getting close to the Moon Shard.
Like I said, I saw a Tiny with Tread's Moonshard at 11 minutes. It was very scary. He's not quite there, but he's getting close.
This guy is 6-0-1 and has 51 CS right now. He is incredible. This is one of the most farms Tinies I've ever seen.
Yep. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to stack this one here. Yeah, he is. Wait, no.
I'll just kill it.
Yeah. Oh, that's efficient farming right there. Can you get the camp though?
Affliction's dead. All right, nice kill there by Speed and Lukey. Ooh, a broom handle for the Tiny. That's pretty good.
Yeah, a little bit of extra armor going this way. It doesn't give you much attack damage anymore, but it does tank you up. 4 points of armor is hard to come by. This should not be a tier 1 neutral item.
I mean, I think a lot of the tier 1 neutral items got like a lot stronger. Like there was kind of like some power creep on some of these tier 1 items, and like broom handle is still really strong, but it doesn't feel nearly as strong as some of the others, which is crazy. I mean, do you remember Faded Brooch? How was that in the game? Oh, mid lane.
Sick.
Big setup from the Centaur Conqueror as it gets a stun onto 2. Shadow Demon in some trouble, does have the Demonic Purge, will throw it off before he dies, but Stonebank's rotation into the mid lane is going to make it very difficult for them to pursue here onto B9, so they will be able to get themselves a quick 1-for-1 trade. Alone? That was a mistake. I don't think he dies to this, but he's taking a lot of damage. He might die to this. Fire Blast in 1. Yaren has no more spells though.
Yeah. I want to point out that Parker actually got the money for his Moonshard there. Yeah, he is dead on B9. At like, I think like 10 minutes, 49 seconds.
Pretty good. Mid lane Speed wants to reconsider that life train there as he's underneath the tower. They're doing a really good job of keeping this creep wave alive. And Parker, like you said, he's here with his Moonshard. Just bonks Speed. He is gone.
Well, so is your mid tower.
Exactly. That's what they were really wanted, right? The mid tower. And they got it.
Yeah.
You only lose the Pugna? That's pretty good.
Is he gonna hit this guy? No, not even close.
Dude, this Solar Bind spell is ridiculous. 1 point, and it literally makes it so you can't move.
Yeah, it's very cool. 700 cast range as well. Oh, this stuff. I mean, it's always been so you couldn't move, even back when it was Mana League, but now it's not by choice. That's the only difference.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right. You might have a Parker problem here again. He's queued up, I don't know if you've noticed, a second Moon Shard as well as the Aghanim Shard.
There is no way he built a second Moon Shard in this game. Absolutely not. I will lose my goddamn mind.
Dude, Parker, do it just for neph. Do it, please. I mean, he's definitely going to go
I've
the
never
Ag
wanted
Shard.
to all chat a player more than I do right now. I'll be real with you. There is no way this is efficient.
No, he's definitely just going to go the Ag Shard first, 100%. That's the play. That being said, they will take the bottom tier 1 tower here on the side of DogChamp. Top lane, Oscar will get that one. They do have the Enchantress with the good old Dark Troll Summoner. Just with that raised dead, pushing these lanes, very strong.
They ping out the camp there. They probably figured that he's warded up there on the Ogre matchup, but he did drop just a sentry nearby it.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Rally's definitely broken. Oh well, we'll come back to that later.
Don't worry about it for now.
Smoke to the mid lane. They do have a lone under the cover of an Invis rune. Sentry expires as he goes in, but the wrap around Luki's here. Nice sleight of fist from Alone though. Affliction gonna try and TP home. More than enough magic damage to stop that, but they don't get the kill that they want here potentially, which is this Ember Spirit. Luki can't go for a, well, he can now. Do they want to drop the Ravage though? No, they do not. Remnants away, speed on the backside here, ready and waiting. I mean, this chase is gonna keep continuing. A Slight Fist is available now, but he's got nowhere to go. The Solar Bind just way too good at holding him down.
Yeah, that was you need to make a decision very quick. The more that he moved the Solar Bind, the less far the remnants were about to take him. So, fortunately, he does go down there. Tiny.
Yaren's about to clear your stack. Okay, speed just absolutely clapped the Shadow Demon by.
Stonebank is about to clear your stack.
Okay, that is a big issue.
Stone Gaze here. Oh, actually managed to snag a couple.
I mean, Parker, I think, might die for this, though, is the problem. Like, Solar Bind plus this Vessel, it's so much damage. Down to 70 HP, yeah. The second Vessel comes through, Stonebank forces the Stone Gaze, and they just back away. They get away with murder.
Yeah. Again, you got a lot of those stacks on... Alright, it's a little bit weird there. You
got
a lot of those stacks there. Yeah. And look at this. He just queues up the Blink Dagger afterwards on Tiny. Like, this is his next item. He's not going to go for the Ignite Shard at 50 minutes. It makes the Moon Shard feel so weird to me. I mean, it's kind of efficient. I get it.
He has to go the Shard. There's no way he skips Shard here. Because they have no carry if he goes Blink Dagger.
He's going Blink Dagger. He's got it queued up now.
Dude, this is...
15 minutes. Maybe he just buys it while he's dead and he didn't need to queue it up for that reason.
I mean... The thing is, like, with Infamous's lineup here, like, they don't win this late game at all. Like, this Medusa is and Coddle are way too farmed. Okay, good. Like, he has to continue farming on this Tiny.
Yeah. Just as he left the base, he ended up buying that shard. Back to it. Elsewhere on the map. They're going to keep you up the pressure here on DogChamp. I mean, this is the weakness of the Moonshine. Like, you know that this Tiny, even though he's got like 4.0 strength growth rate, he's relatively easy to kill.
Yeah, they've got him here once again. Just a lot of damage from this Coddle. Dude, it is ridiculous how much damage that does.
The Solar Bind, the Blast,
the good old Vessel.
Ignite. Yeah, but they don't have to get anywhere close to you to get these off. Find a lone up in the top. He does have a Remnant down though. Pretty far back.
They actually are smoking up here on Infamous. They want to try and punish this Keeper of the Light. They have the Blink Dagger now finished on Oscar, but the problem I see is, where's your follow-up to this, like, Blink Dragon Knight?
It's not there, and I think that's why Parker was thinking about getting a Blink Dagger.
There it is. They got the Dragon Knight. The question is, can they kill him? There's going to be the Ravage coming out from Luki. Yarn able to make his way into the trees alone. Doesn't have the damage to finish him off, and Yarn finally falls. One last auto attack there from the DK. So a pretty big kill. You end up getting a return, a 1-for-1 trade. But taking down the Keeper of the Light is quite good.
Definitely goes the way of Infamous for that one. Stonebank didn't go to his eye of Scotty, though. I mean, that's something you have to be concerned about. Stonebank will be able to do damage to the Medusa with this Moonshard build, but again, they've just been punishing Parker for this for the last while, and Medusa actually pulled ahead of the Tiny net worth.
Yeah, the stealing of the stacks there was probably one of the best calls DogChamp could have done, and they not only steal the stacks, but then they also get the return kill on the Tiny. So, like, that is probably as good as it possibly could have gone, and Medusa now super farmed. Bottom lane, do you find the Pugna hiding in the trees? Yaren's going to make his rotation down here. Has that... Oh my god. Has the Dagon now. And a very quick kill for him.
Nice find. Yeah, they're just gonna keep the pressure going for this tier 2 tower. I mean, imagine wanting to get this outpost, take control of the enemy team's jungle.
Mid lane, what do we got here? Lukey as well as B9. Gotta be careful. That's the blink reveal from Parker. He just goes right in, helps take down the Ogre, but Lukey's in it as well as Stonebank with that Stone Gaze. They will be able to take down the Dragon Knight here. Plenty of damage thanks to Yaren once again on the Keeper of the Light. It's now 14 to 13, a 5,000 gold advantage for the side of DogChamp as they now look over to Affliction here on the Enchantress. He's trying to get away, but the life drain here from Speed doing some work.
Dude, Speed popping the drums, chasing this guy down. That actually makes you pretty quick, man. What is it? 30% movement speed increase. He's already quick to begin with. Yeah, Tedder was just chasing him down if the Speed pop phase as well.
I mean, they have so much pushing speed here too. Like we were saying, you know. I mean,
yeah, everybody's keeping topped up.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thanks to this Pug down to keep it light, everybody's HP is just like staying topped up. The TB back for now, deal with a lone split pushing over here, but again, he's got a remnant up. Unless they've scouted this one out, there's no way they're gonna be able to get him.
Yeah, that was a really good wave cut from him.
Slowing down that push. Grow both mounted by the Medusa, by the way, but actually holds on to the Quicksilver amulet.
Quicksilver amulet's really strong.
Yeah. Do they just want to give the Grobo to somebody else? What's the deal?
Well, they just don't need it. I mean, you could put it on Coddle, but like he doesn't really care all that much. The thing with like Medusa is like the projectile speed is super sick, but anytime Stone Gaze is on cooldown, you just attack faster and move faster, which Medusa is one of the slowest heroes in the game, so feels very strong.
Maybe the projectile speed coming out faster and moving quicker feels a little bit better when you have the Eye of Scotty. Gopo feels pretty good as well. Dragon Knight finds it as well, by the way. He's going to take it. I mean, obviously a massive item on the DK. The magic damage amp, extra attack, speed, range goes a long way. His Elder Dragon form. Like, you throw a lot of magic dots off into people.
Wonder what their plan is here on DogChamp. Dude, Coddle is being such a nuisance.
I mean, again, just farming up this Eye of Scotty is going to be their next objective. Once they have that, taking down these heroes is going to be a lot easier. DK is going to start to lead away. Medusa is going to feel tanky enough to survive the burst damage from this tiny. So yeah, that's next order of business for them. After that's done, they're probably going to group up around the pit. Take maybe top tier 1, mid tier 2. Is he got like half HP? Top lane? Affliction? Okay, he just TP's out.
Yeah, B9 is just trying to force him off the wave, but he did manage to steal the range creep. Oh. Or was that even? Just bottom lane, it seems? It's whatever. Smoke to the top side of the map. It looks like they will just get themselves a free kill here on B9. Not much you can do on this one.
This is what Scotty was talking about. Next order of business, setting up around the pit. Probably want to shove bottom all the way in. I'd have... Alright, just trying to annoy the Stone Bank, slow him down. I think he's going to tear through top tower pretty quickly.
Nice attempt there from Affliction, getting that Centaur to try and stun up Lukey, but just too much damage coming through. They do see Parker top here, and they will be able to grab him. Oh, what a disruption. Lukey about to let that Ravage rip, and it's going to be canceled out there from Michael, so well done.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be so angry about this. All right, so hits him with the gush, hits him with the bullwhip. He's trying to chase him down.
Ravage him, Lukey. Wait a minute.
Lukey, come on, get him. Don't let this guy's insults stay. Come on, get him. You got to go for this, man.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's disrespecting you. Michael is disrespecting Lukey so hard right now. This is insane. He just TV's out. He gets away with this.
Guess is wrong. He had a 50-50 shot on which way he'd go.
Dude, Oscar's going to go for him now. He just jumps on top of him. There's no way they have enough damage to blow this guy up, though.
Yeah, Lukey can survive this no problem at all.
All right, we're getting hella baited by this. Over in the mid lane, Pugna ends up getting cleaned up by a lone. He's going to be just fine. Smoked up now. Oh, right into way too many heroes, unfortunately. You think it's just going to be Yarn by himself.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. And now Roshan on the table here for the side of DogChamp is Again, Stonebank sitting at the top of the net worth here.
Alone's gonna be able to slow this one down though. He doesn't have his BKB, which is kind of unfortunate. But he can just spam the Sleight of Fist and keep Lukey's HP down.
I mean, Speed can just top him off, which he should do. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. I mean, this is the annoying thing about the Pugna Tidehunter. I've talked to you about this before. Fighting into this, you're doing so much less damage, and if you actually get on top of the Nether Ward or try to take the team fight, it is so easy for them to turn the fight around with Ravage. Tries to steal it. He's getting super punished for this.
Indeed he is. He definitely tried, but Alone goes down in the end. 60 seconds on the deck, an 8k gold lead, and an Aegis to boot. And, you know, if I'm DogChamp, I'm feeling pretty good right now about the state of this game.
He could have 4 Divine Rapiers after that. What can you do?
Yeah, he's feeling pretty unhappy about the state of this game. Oscar mid lane goes down as well. Yaren snipes him on the Coddle. He's actually going to go back to defend his tier 3 top lane. He's, I guess, not really needed to take this mid tower. So do have the Medusa doing all of the tower damage needed.
Top lane Parker is killing Yaren. Oh, he survives it. He's got 30 HP left. They interrupt him.
That is a huge bait. Oh, no.
Oh, he's trying to throw the high five there on Yaren. The tip comes out to Parker. Outplayed.
And meanwhile, mid lane, they still managed to take down the Shadow Demon, so...
Dude, Yaren's been keeping the light. He's making this one work. Just barely managing to survive. That kill doesn't happen if he ends up going down there on Yaren, though.
Dude, Yaren's Coddle is terrifying. He is so good at this hero. We're dropped here. Alone would love to get on top of Speed, but it's not easy. He's going for it. Pops those trums. B9's coming in. Gets the force to the BKB, as now Alone has to back on out of this one. Meanwhile, Medusa is still just sitting on your high ground, taking your lane of barracks. Pugna's gonna walk home. Actually, he doesn't even need to walk home. He just goes life drains a creep camp. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah. He's looking for a bigger creep than Hill Trope Priest. That's exactly what he's looking for. Satyr Tormentor, just what the man needs.
Yummy.
Back up to full now, and he's even gonna scout, well, Wards already did so, but DD inside the river. If Stonebank even wants to go back for this one.
And DogChamp in full control of this game now, as Yaren has the level 5 Dagon completed. Queues up a BKB and an E-Blade. You'll love it.
Yeah. E-Blade was coming out first a lot of the time when I was seeing, I don't want to talk about mid-coddle meta. Affliction ends up going down.
That's completed Daedalus on the Medusa as well.
Yeah. She's just going to be walking up to the high ground without a care in the world. I don't see any way that they defend from Aegis for another 2.5 minutes. They've only used half the duration. They've already gotten so much from it.
They dropped the Purge on Stonebank as well. I mean, they're doing what they can to slow this down, but you're right. They still have an Aegis. Lukey still has Blink and Ravage. He's thinking about going in. Gets on top of Oscar. The amount of magic damage is just there. He's done. And Dustin's taken down by the Coddle once again. A second disruption comes through, but Lukey, like I said, holding Ravage on the backside. In comes Barker. Lukey tossed, doesn't get the chance to pop the Ravage, and now in some trouble. He's going to buy back into the game here. Medusa is still pretty tanky and difficult to deal with, but with those spells spent, with the BKB used on Parker, they may be able to just sit behind the Medusa once again with this Ravage.
Yeah. Another ward behind them as well. Any sort of initiation is going to be punished so hard. You're barely doing any damage. Yeah, just decrepifying off of the wards. Don't make clears up from Medusa. Illusions. That's that. 2 sets of rack. You have to stand here and watch this one happen.
DogChamp looking good, man.
Yeah, Snake Lady strong. This Tidehunter Pugna combination, it just feels so hard to initiate into.
Yeah.
Baited them out. They thought it was a mid Pugna, then they thought it was support Pugna. Oh, sorry, they thought it was a support Pugna, then a mid Pugna, then it ended up becoming a support Pugna again in the end. Really throwing them off. Level 5 Dagon's completed, by the way.
Yeah, I was talking about that. Yeah, he's got the BKB queued up now. B9, caught out by Parker, gets the kill.
I'm not I'm trying to think about where they go from here. Again, Silver Edge is being built up with a Tiny. It's super good against the Tidehunter. If you kill Lukey again, he's going to be down for like 100+ seconds.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you just play defensive on DogChamp for a little bit and, go right back to how things are right now. You're going to take a huge fight on the side of Infamous. Be able to get back into this game and feel even again. I mean, the later this goes, the better off I feel they are on Infamous. Just because it's a 1-carry lineup on DogChamp.
Yeah. It's possible. And like I said, if you get to the point where like you get an Aghanim Scepter on your Shadow Demon, suddenly a lot of your damage just disappears on the side of DogChamp. But that was before we realized that this was a mid Coddle, right? And this Coddle will always be dumping out damage. Like, he's probably the highest damage dealer in the game right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Restoring Crafter ends up going down. I think they're just trying to chip away at this mid-tier 1 tower, whatever it takes. This gives them so much control over the map. It is actually probably pretty frustrating. Yeah, Parker's just going to backdoor this thing, I think. Just go for it. Oh, no, he's walking right past. This is a dangerous move. This is an incredibly dangerous move they're going for right now.
They're going to find Lukey.
Did you get his ult off?
No, he's dead. The toss, you can't get rid of that one. Backside of the fight, they will hold down Affliction. Alone's trying to get on top of Pugna. They get themselves a 1 hero in exchange. Stonebank, he's getting aggressive here. And yeah, Yarn, this dude's hasted.
Parker just ended up popping his Shadow Blade and walking away. No detection for him. He ended up walking out of the range of that sentry.
Dude, Alone's going to be forced to BKB here.
You'd think so. You have 2 options, though. You can either pop BKB or...
You can die?
What did you learn? Very good, Alone.
Where did it bring you? Right back to me.
The voice chat lines are too good here, man. We're gonna see a little bit of downtime now for the next.
They're just gonna push
Luke's
top.
been having a rough one.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, he's just taking L's for his team, right? That's the idea, right? He just stands in the front, takes a lot of damage, and then Stonebank's like, yeah, I'm still here. Yarn on the backside's like, yep, thanks, Lukey. No, they didn't get to me because you died instead, so thank you. Parker. Oh, BKB from Yarn. Can they take down the Medusa? She's out of mana. He's dead. There it is, the double BKB reveal.
Are they going to deny this tower? Come on, deny it.
It would give you a like you don't really want to because it's a refresh on your glyph, right? If they decide to take it.
Yeah, but anything could hit this. Just end it. But I guess they would have to walk pretty far away.
Parker mid lane? Oh, they've got a ward.
That's a lot of damage.
He doesn't have BKB.
Yeah, I think
like
he's
at
dead.
all.
I think you ravage this.
Yeah, you 100% ravage this. This is a really good find here.
He doesn't have buyback either.
And Lukey's continuing the chase here, looking for Oscar, who also does not have a BKB. It was just committed top to kill out the Medusa, and it's going to be another kill. They lose both. You can't run away from Coddle, man. This hero is ridiculous.
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, oh my god, it is nearly a 3-minute Roshan spawn. 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and I don't. Yeah, B9 ended up doing exactly what I was talking about. By the way, he just tapped the tower once from behind it.
Yeah,
he didn't even get a fortify off.
I mean, they would have liked to be able to, you know, force a fort in the mid lane and then like then deny the top tower or like let it die and then get themselves a second tier, second fort, but doesn't end up working the way I'm assuming they wanted. Yaren has that E-Blade queued up. At some point, he's just going to have a Hex, and that is when things are going to get very scary.
Yeah. Aghanim Scepter completed now on the Tidehunter, by the way.
Very good.
Very good. I'm excited for Lukey. Until the Roshans are respawning. Gem picked up on the Ogre match. I mean, this is a sign they want complete control over the map in the next little while, so going to clear out any and all wards inside of Infamous.
I mean, they can. How do you contest these guys? Look at the damage.
Do be damaging. Well, I'm making a move over to top tier 2s as well. I mean, Ideally, they take out this tier 2 tower, and then they have access to the mid tier 3 and mega creeps through any of these 3 lanes. Butterfly picked up on the Medusa as well. So I think that's what they're going for here, but doing this pre-Roshan could be risky. These illusions are going to be strong.
They catch the Medusa again. The BKB not there, but they just kill Stonebank a second time. 2 heroes dead. And now Lukey on the retreat will just have to TP home. Toss not in range. The second time they've tried going in on this Medusa, and she just dies to the DK Dragon Knight, or the DK Tiny.
Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, standing so far in front of the rest of her heroes, disabled up, and then just taken apart, I suppose. She really had no business being that far forward, and Ogre Magi, who ended up getting thrown forward as well, ends up getting like beat down by these Medusa illusions. But yeah, there is consequences standing this far in front, especially without a BKB, and you've now queued it up, but it is a little bit too late.
Parker finds speed on the backside of the fight.
This is starting to be kind of bad, man.
I mean, Parker's just going to destroy all your towers. It is still a Tiny.
Yeah, backdoor protection going to disable in just a second here. They aren't going to go high ground. They're going to go back for Roshan because you are near the maximum respawn timer now. Unfortunately for you, it is spawning at nearly the maximum respawn timer. So in they go. 19 seconds until Medusa's back up. Thankfully, it has to be done before she's here. Yeah, you gotta know where they are. Unfortunately, they can't fight that. TP point is blocked.
Who takes the shard here?
DK's holding it.
I mean, he's
It's
already
the
got
Ember,
his,
it's
so.
very good on, but he already has.
The only person who doesn't have it is the Enchantress, so she's just gonna
Yeah.
get the passive 3 Nature's Attendance, I guess.
Yeah. Man, that's neat.
That's good.
Piss. Yeah. Especially against Pugna, where you can end up taking out. I don't think it's really going to help you against the Keeper of the Light, though. Yeah, there it is. Free shot going her way. Almost have the MKB completed right now on Tiny. I think one of the last times you need to fight the Medusa. You don't have a ton of armor for a carry at this point in the game, though. Like at level 25, all you've got is Premier Grow. Like 22 armor is not that much at this point in the game. That's why I really would have liked to see this all cross. Like, this Moonshot always feels great until you get to the late game.
I mean, he's still doing a lot of damage. They have an MKB coming out for him now, and Medusa, who previously was still dying, like, very easily, is going to just die that much faster. So they've got to find some way of keeping her alive in these fights, and it's not going to be, you know, a decrep from the Pugna at this point.
Top lane. Disrupt the Medusa. I think these aren't doing too much.
And there it is, MKB done on the Tiny. We have an E-Blade finished up on Coddle. He does need this Hex eventually. He does have it queued up.
Yeah, and Parker actually bought out for this. Kind of wild. We're going to need a second for the Shadow Demon, though. Gives a chance to break down the state of the game. Aeon Disc being worked on by the Tiny. Medusa is still working on that BKB. I feel like at this point, you kind of do need a Swift Blink in order to gap the distance and be where you want to in these fights. And, like, I know it sounds ridiculous. You don't have inventory slots for it, but Swift Blink and BKB kind of necessary. I think they replaced the Power Treads in the Dragonlance.
Yeah, I do agree. I think you do definitely need those. Like, we will end up seeing, like, I mean, I don't know if you want to go Nullifier this game on the side of Infamous, but you probably will eventually. Like, if you can just stay on top of Coddle and, like, with Nullifier, prevent him from, like, E-Blading or something, you can get rid of Bloodlust and stuff. Like, there's a lot of, like, really good things you can do to stay on top of these heroes, but
I'm pretty sure it's Ember Spirit who builds that item at some point. Tiny just isn't going to have inventory space, unfortunately.
yeah.
Like, he would love it. Another solution is just picking up a Witchbane, and that's that. You have a Dispel for the Decrepify.
That's true,
Away from
actually.
the on disc. Yeah. Dota is such a wild game right now, man. Just pick up an item that, dispels the enemy that you need to spend like, need to buy an item that has like a 3,800 gold item in its recipe for. There's such an RNG factor that can heavily affect your game. It is kind of wild. Same goes for like the grenade, right? Popping a
Yeah.
Lincoln Sphere.
I don't think it pops Lincolns anymore.
One of them does. I thought it was the grenade.
Maybe it is. I don't remember. One thing to note though, I talked about this in the draft. Shadow Demon late game, if he gets an Ags, the Medusa has no damage. He's 2,000 gold away. He's on his way to the Aghanim Scepter, so there's going to be an issue that DogChamp, I don't think, actually have the ability to address. Like, even through BKB, like, it will just break your split shot. That's going to be a lot of damage you're going to be missing. And like we said, there's not a ton of damage outside of the Medusa. You do have Yaren, but when they BKB, oh my gosh, Luki? Super deep and without his team. The double toss, he's dead.
Yeah. I guess this is why he's working on it, and it always feels bad when you have to work on this on Tidehunter. It should never be the case. But he's just been not able to get off his ultimates this game.
Oh, Parker, the BKB, managed to get on top of Yarn, but he will pop his own and just disengage. Look at the Shadow Demon, the Disruption will have found one. Speed able to make it out alone, trying to retreat, but a Dagon to snipe him, and now Parker in trouble, destroyed here pretty quickly. They do have the sentry up on the house. Oscar, I mean, nice blink Dragon Tail onto the Medusa, try and make some space, but you can't actually run away here. He just gets forced back in. Oscar's gonna go down as well. Triple kill for Stonebank. For what? What were they going for?
Hope, prayer. I don't know. I was just watching Affliction. He ended up forcing the Tiny back in. I mean, Tiny ended up turning around. It kind of threw him off there. It was a clutch scenario, but like you mentioned, no reason for them to be that far to the enemy side. Maybe it's taking advantage of the fact that Luki's dead. I don't know.
I mean, if you get the initiation onto the Medusa, it's fine, but they found Yaren, and once he disengages and your BKB's done, like, you have nothing. The only fights we've seen go successful for Infamous are if both Dragon Knight and the Tiny and even the Ember, if they're just able to stand on top of her and beat her down before she gets any defensive ability off. But I mean, this fight goes exceptionally well for the side of DogChamp, and now Medusa has that BKB completed on the way to a Satanic, so taking this hero down is going to be that much more difficult.
Tier 2 tower up in the top lane. I mean, this is what they're waiting for. Now they can come into the base from any of these lanes, and
Yeah.
there's really no reason to slow down. Not with another 25 seconds for Tiny respawning. I mean, maybe they start to slow down when they see like the Fortify come up or something like that.
They do have the fort, but it's not going to really matter here. Like you said, 10 more seconds before the Tiny even makes it his way into this game.
Dude, Cheddar's is dead!
Just gets
Affliction doesn't
bursted.
have buyback.
Yeah. Alone's on the backside of the fight. He took the Remnant. Oscar's in with the BKB, but Stonebank just pops his own, and now Stonegaze is there. Oscar trying to make his way into the trees. He does have that Black Dragon form, but Luki is here. Just standing on top of him. The Illuminate comes through. He's going to burn down. B9 gets the kill. That's a dead Dragon Knight without a buyback. How do you stop this now? DogChamp get Megas, and they can just end the game. I don't think there's anything that they could do to kill this Medusa now.
She feels invincible. I mean, you have high ground defense. You're playing a Tiny. His cleave is absolutely insane. But I think at some point they just chip down your base. It isn't saying that all these DogChamp games are coming out of the wire like this. There's one team balking their base defending against Mega Crepes and a base race coming out, some shit like that.
Alone, trying to do what he can. I mean, Luki just, if he blink ravages any hero, they will die at this point. Like, they have so much damage. The only thing is, like, the Shadow Demon Disruption. But yeah, they just got the Pugna Ward sitting behind the Medusa once again, continuing to chip onto these tier 4 towers. A little bit afraid. Alone comes in once again. There's gonna be the Fire Blast. Oh, Shadow Demon blinks in so far. Ends up having to pop the cleanse onto Alone there to make sure he doesn't end up dying, but Stonebake doesn't seem to really care about anything. He takes the first tier 4 tower. The second one's about to go Parker. The toss back, they get him, but there's the Ravage in response, and Parker, he's here all alone. He goes down. The GG comes out, and DogChamp will take game number 2.
Snake Lady does it again. Too difficult to fight into this Ravage, and another ward. I mean, Yarn absolutely popped off this game as well, but showed off the strength of Medusa, why it was such a popular pick during the DPC, one of the highest contest rates and win rate heroes. Played in 7.31. So maybe something interesting to keep in mind in their future drafts. Congratulations to DogChamp, though, for winning the second game here. It's wild this happened because Parker, he was so farmed this game as well.
I mean, everything in this game really, I don't want to like say, I feel bad saying this again, but this game literally turned around on the Ancient stack. When they stole that 6-stack Ancient and killed the Tiny, this game completely turned around for DogChamp. Not only did they kill the Tiny, but Medusa and Coddle cleaned up like 90% of those Ancient creeps. They get a massive increase in net worth, and you can see it just starts spiraling out of control for them. They almost, kind of had a comeback, towards that 35-minute mark, but the Medusa just way too strong, and they didn't have the answer. In my opinion, the answer, like I said, had to be the Shadow Demon's like Aghanim Scepter. There's no way to stop this hero otherwise, and it just didn't come out early enough.
Yeah. I mean, summed it up pretty well. I think whether the decision to switch the Pugna around probably threw off Infamous as well. Keeper Light ended up doing a lot more from this mid lane. It is absolute beast mode seeing Yarn on this hero.
It's literally Yarn's best hero is the Keeper of the Light, in my opinion. Like, this dude from the 4 position owns on Coddle, but we see right here, like what happens when you give Yarn Coddle in a core role. 38,000 damage, the highest in the entire game on this hero. Like I said, absolute beast mode. He crushed this game.
Yeah.
Well done. Not much else to say. Series 2 now in the bag. We've got one more series coming up after this. It's the Cut versus Osmium. Now, do you have any idea if we're going to be getting a interview at all? I know it's like they're kind of hit or miss at this stage, but we're trying to do them. Well, either way, we're going to throw to a break. We'll come back if with an interview. Maybe we won't. It's a surprise for all of us.